Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to refurbish some seat bottoms for some Silverado pickup truck seats. These are the driver's seat that gets wore out so much. I'll turn you around here and show you what we're working on. So this is the seat bottom. This one's out of a 2001 Silverado. The foam's wore out in it. The cover's not too bad on this one, but I've already stitched all this up 3 or 4 times where you slide in and out. We got a brand new cover for this one. If you flip it over here and you look inside here, you see these big old cracks in the frame right there. We're gonna fix all that. There's another crack in the frame right there. When we get it apart, we'll weld all that back together, but that's from getting in and out of the truck. It just breaks these old frames down. They're just made out of cheap stamp steel. Any other places on it that are cracked or broken, we'll fix. We're gonna replace this foam because it's really broke down and not too comfortable anymore. So
is that part of it?
Part of the trick?
we got a brand new foam right here to put in this thing. It's the newer version of foam, which is a little heavier density, and then we got a brand new cover made up to go on this thing, all factory fabric. So we'll get all this old one taken apart and we'll make it look new again. Fix this old truck back up so she looks like new again on the inside. It's just, this takes a lot of abuse sliding in and out and these old trucks, and it breaks the whole side of this seat down. This part still sits pretty good. This side over here is just all broke down, and what seems to be the problem, sugar?
I think something bounced up into my undercarriage.
We'll get her fixed up. We'll set you up here on the pod here, and we'll get to work on this thing. I like to wear some gloves when I'm doing this because these old stamp steel frames are razor sharp on the edges and they will slice you open. So I wear some gloves to keep them getting cut up. While I'm doing this, so we're just gonna start by taking this all these clips loose. And we'll save this old cover, this one, because we might buy a truck that's got this same interior in it, and it's got one that's in worse shape than this one, and we could always put this one on in something to make it a little nicer. But this is going in my personal truck. my tow truck, the one I drive to go get stuff all the time, this seat come out of, so we want it. It's a nice truck, so we're gonna take a Phillips head screwdriver and take the power seat panel off here. These older 2000, 2001, 2002 trucks had a power and lumbar. This hole right here is for the lumbar adjustment. This old foam in here is just, after a couple of years it's wore out, it's rotten. You see all this is just nothing left of it. Real flimsy. So like I said, we're gonna replace this old soft foam with this newer style foam here. This is the denser new piece of foam. Just order these for your model year truck. As you can see, it's an exact copy of the old one. It's just heavier foam. A lot. It's not quite as soft as this old foam. So we'll get that frame welded up, and then we'll get this thing put back together. We'll show you how to do all that. So let's head down to the welding shop and get that frame welded up. So while we're rebuilding the one seat, I've got an extra, like I said, I got a couple of them that need to be done. So we're gonna do 2 of them on this video here. So this one here is just a basic vinyl seat out of a work truck. We're gonna put this in. This is some seats I got to go in that gold truck we're working on. So all the rest of the seats are in good shape. The driver's seat, just like on most of them, gets a little bit of abuse. So as you can see here, the foam's all tore up. The cover's all messed up. Let's flip it over and look at the frame, see if the frame's got any damage. So if you look right in here, you can see the frame's broke right here. They just they usually break right here, right here, right here, and right here. You see this one's got a crack in it right there. This is broke right here. So we're going to take this one apart and we're going to fix it, put it back together. We got a new vinyl cover for it, and we'll just probably use the foam out of that seat we just took apart, because it's in a lot better shape than this one, so it doesn't have any chunks missing out of it like this. This is easy to fix, guys. World of difference in your truck. We'll set you up here and we're gonna take this one apart too. Let me grab my gloves, my tools, and we'll take this one apart, because it's gonna need a little welding. So while we're welding on that other one, we might as well weld this one up too. Get them both fixed. This corner right here always broke in these things. But like I said, we'll take this one down to the shop down there, both of them. We'll weld them back together and put a little bracing in it, make it stronger in that one corner on both of them, and that'll be like new again. You see how floppy these wires are in here? The springs wire down into the sheet metal along this edge right here. So on this this front edge here that has just the wire in it, these tabs, these little 4 tabs right here, they'll get bent up over the years, so you can take some pliers and just bend them back down. That'll tighten that up just a little bit. It's not going to tighten it up like it was new, but it'll we're going to lay some additional material in here on top of this when we go putting it back together to help with that sag in these springs. So, but just rebuilding these things, getting all this welded back together and tightened up, makes a world of difference. You won't believe how much better your seat sits after you get all that fixed. Well, let's take these down to the welding shop down there and get them welded up. Massage on that a little bit with the hammer to get that closed up the best we can.
Stop! Hammer time!
This old Meg gun, she'll fill her up. Remember, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you. All right, guys, we're back up here in the shop. We're gonna put this seat back together. A new cover on it for the gold truck. This is gonna be the seat that we're gonna put back in the gold truck. So we got a new cover. We got our frame we welded up. All the welds turned out good. Everything's back stiff. Springs are nice and tight now. So we're gonna lay a piece of clear isinglass down on top of this spring. So the bottom of the foam, so we got a used piece of foam, but it's all, you can see where the springs have wore themselves into the foam. Well, we're going to put this piece of isinglass down here to keep the springs from sticking into the foam and stiffen it up a little bit. It'll make the seat be just a little more comfortable. So that foam will just go right back on that seat frame. Just like so, and you can see when this is on there that the clear in there, that clear plastic will just protect that foam on the bottom. Everything looks like it fits good, and we'll put our cover down here and we'll start stuffing it inside. That's all it takes to have a new seat cover on an old seat. And that sure looks better than our old wore out seat.
Damn!
It has Velcro down in the on these seams. Once you sit in it, it'll lock that Velcro. It'll push that Velcro down into that seam. There's one down. We'll get the other one from my truck up here and we'll just put it back together. Right, guys, we got our second seat here. We're gonna get this thing put together. We're gonna add a little extra foam in the bottom of this one to raise it up just a little, and then we got a new piece of foam for it. We're gonna raise it up just a tad, make it sit just a little better. Get all this situated like we want it. Oh, that's gonna work out good. Let's flip it over and let's get our new cover started on this thing. There's the cover on it. Let that sucker sit here overnight and stretch in good. We'll come back and cut the hole in it for the power seat right here, and should be ready to put back in.